Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Squatter Camp podcast. I'm very much irritated shooting this content, especially this episode. I will tell you the reason why. You know, when issues like this of national interest comes to our attention as citizens of this country, the only due diligence that we can do as content creators is to dig deeper and research and get our facts right. Let me tell you something before the president comes to you and lie to you tomorrow, by the way. These ANC crooks, remember, Cyril Ramaphosa is one of the president who's the most heartless president, who's sitting with the Marikana massacre case, sitting with the CR17, with the Pala Pala. He is the scandalous president himself. Let me paint this picture. The cat has been captured. The cat has been captured at Kgosi Mampuru. You know who I'm referring to. Cat Matlala. So we are going to face a serious crisis here in this country because we are having leaders who continue to lie to us and take us for granted. They're actually taking us for a ride. I don't know where to start, but now Ket Matlala has been found with a contraband at Kgosi Mampuru. That man has got a cell phone in his cell. Has got a cell phone, and the warders were searching, and then they found the cell phone with him. It is a concern. He's a high-profile person. He must be isolated. He should not have a cell phone with him. Now, the question is, who gave him a cell phone? Who gave him a cell phone? The corruption that we are facing in this country is deeper. We'll catch up after this video, squares.
Commissioner Makgoti Tobagale led a raid at the Kgosi Mampuru prison in Pretoria last night. It forms part of a crackdown at jails aimed at rooting out corruption and criminal activities, and he now joins us for more on this. Commissioner, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us this morning. I want to start off with one of the stories that we are leading with this morning is that of Ket Matlala, who is being housed currently at the CMEX section of the Kgosi Mampuru Correctional Services Center. Can you just quickly explain to us, Commissioner, what informed that rationale?
Well, good morning. Good morning to your viewers. Ket Matlala is at the CMEX Correctional Facility because of a reclassification. He is classified as high risk. But also, secondly, we continue to do searches, especially these types of searches that we did last night. On Sunday morning, we did a surprise search and we found a cell phone in his possession.
This was on Sunday, this past Sunday?
Yes.
And he would have been at which prison at the time?
At that time, he was in a section called local. So that's basically a section that is a section that houses medium to low risks. He was at medium local.
Yeah, and have you been able to ascertain how he was able to get his cell phone into the prison cells, considering that part of the raid as well, we've seen, even with other correctional centers, is that contraband is found on some prisoners?
Well, we are busy with that investigation.
Shocking, ne? Let me tell you something, South Africa. We are sitting here with another Thabo Bester case. This man is so powerful, this man has got money, this man has captured the state, the whole state. I'm worried because nothing will happen anyway. And why would you be a president and you hear about something which is so concerning? This is a national security threat to everyone else in this country. This kind of an issue needed the president to come immediately and address the people immediately. No, why he's delaying? You know, why is Cyril Ramaphosa delaying to make an announcement or make pronouncements or say whatever he wants to do with this issue? This issue is too hot for him. It's too hot for him because it's also affecting him. Indirectly, it's affecting him because Ket Matlala is in business. Is a business partner of his nephew, Maumela. So, you know, you'll connect the dot. It's a very serious concern. You look at this issue, it actually hits back at Cyril Ramaphosa. I shot an episode yesterday that the damage that General Mkhwanazi has done is irreparable to the ANC and to SAPS. You know, he exposed the whole spiral of corruption. And now that he appeared in court yesterday, and when you see lawyers, proper lawyers, representing a gentleman like Vusumuzi Ket Matlala, you know that this man has got money. You know, they found the best lawyers. Look at this man. Just look at this man.
The background of this matter is accused number 3 is accused of hiring people to commit the so-called contact killing. He's charged with attempted murder for that. Now the basis is, and if one looks at the affidavit of the investigating officer, which has been sworn to and attested, she makes the allegation that he had paid people to do that. Now then they go into his bank statements and they investigate certain aspects. We haven't got the 205s for those bank statements. We haven't got the bank statements. They're relying on the bank statements to say or to try and rebut his version.
To interrupt you, the bank statements, the 205s, are they in the... And as he undertook to do, if there's anything else you want, I would suggest that you approach him. Good.
This moment, you yeah, we are on record, are we?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. All right. Actually, we should do this. Good, thank you.
Good. Okay, now what's going to happen to this?
Yeah, Your Worship, I will have to request another indulgence from the court. We've been submitted with 2 further police dockets that we intend to centralize in this case. The one is Pretoria West matter. I've provided the case numbers to the same, and the other one is a Littleton matter. Centralization and transfer will then happen simultaneously. The date that we propose is the 26th of August. Your Worship, I know it's a far date, but I also am aware of the fact that Accused 1 and 2 also has another High Court matter in between these.
Entire docket within a reasonable period of time. I suggest 3 weeks on the current docket, and then on the other dockets that they intend to add for the next occasion, so that we're all on the same.
That sounds fair to me. Yes.
Worship, I understand the aspect of the centralization. I know it's been done by the NEPHEW, but at this stage, we're not even sure, and if my learned friend can enlighten us, as far as I know, accused number 3 has not even been charged on these matters. What we also want to request is that if they are going to do the centralization, that they provide us with copies of those dockets before the next date as well. I think I would ask Your Worship to make an order in that regard. Of those dockets before the next date.
So, you see, when you see white lawyers, you know that there's money. In many cases where you see white lawyers, I can promise you, I don't know how you'll view this, but where you see white lawyers, there's money. And when you see women or a woman next to an accused, there's money. You see the woman who's standing next to Ket Matlala. She's supporting her husband. Now you ask yourself, women are so brave. I want to get into this issue that they can even support, date, and marry someone who is well known to be a gangster. In this country, we are fighting gender-based violence, everything, and we see on social media people making a lot of noise, men are trash, men are abusing this, whatsoever. I don't want to get too much into that issue, but how does it feel? Maybe women will answer this. How does it feel as a woman to date someone who's a gangster, knowing very well that this person is a gangster? I think women also, they like power. They like to be respected. Not all of them, but some women, they like attention. They like power. This is the same woman who shot a video of herself escorted by blue lights from Ekurhuleni. There's a gentleman there, I think it's Julius Mkhwanazi, the same surname of the Adam Mkhwanazi, who is a brave one. And so that gentleman is doing favors to Ket Matla. You see, this is a spiral of cases. He's a commander there at Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department. So Ket Matlala has been abusing the resources of the EMPD because of that man, getting escorts, bodyguards, everything. Now we have a canary that is singing from the Youth League presidents in the ANC. You see this man is a complete idiot. I don't know why can't he focus on the local government election to actually get the ANC back to its position, maybe hopefully so. This guy, Colin Malachi,
on them must arrest them. We're not a country of lawlessness. We don't want statements. We don't want press briefings. We want people to be arrested. If you are doing crime, you're putting drugs in our country, you're working with criminals, arrest them. We don't want commissioners that are becoming politicians. We want commissioners that act. His role as a commissioner of police is to arrest those who do crime. Now, we don't want him to be a pop star. If he wants to contest politics, he must come to branches of the ANC and contest. But if he wants to be a commissioner, he must arrest those who do crime. We don't want statements, we want arrests.
So,
he must talk to his president. He must talk to his president to say something. I don't want to see someone who's shocked, just like all of us South Africans, tomorrow. I'm not expecting Cyril Ramaphosa to say, I'm shocked. As he does all the time. Politicians are so arrogant. Politicians are so arrogant because we are sitting with a man who is got a direct implication of the Marikana massacre, Cyril Ramaphosa. More than 30 miners were killed because an email was sent for those people to be attacked by the police. It is so sad as a country we are sitting with a massacre in a democratic dispensation. Then we claim that we have democracy. The very same black people oppress us. The very same black people are the ones who are perpetuating poverty, who are doing gangsterism, who are stealing public funds and all of that. What should we do, South Africa? Sorry. I'm not expecting much from Cyril Ramaphosa tomorrow. He's a joke to me, and you guys can listen to him. I'll just catch up later so that I can be able to do my content to observe certain things. But I can promise you now, that man is still trying to figure out what he's going to say, because the very same Ket Matlala is a business partner of his nephew. And they had a contract there at Tembisa Hospital where Babita Deokaran was actually assassinated for that reason, because Babita Deokaran was the assistant chief financial officer, and she detected maladministration, she detected suspicious transactions, and she stopped the transactions, and that's where the problem started. So unfortunately, the government that is running our country today is a gangster government that protects the perpetrators and leave the victims vulnerable. That woman could still be alive if the government protected her. If we were serious about fighting corruption and all of that. That's why I don't like engaging in these issues, making a lot of noise, because I know that politicians are not for us, are for criminals. They protect criminals. They are in cahoot with criminals, and you try to say something different or opposite to what they want, they hate you for real. They don't want, politicians hate to be questioned. They don't want to account. So I'm not expecting much from Cyril Ramaphosa because I know that he's trying to figure out what exactly he's going to say. He's still in talks with his nephew and trying to figure out, you see. And throughout this, you can see that, he's very reluctant. His tone is so discouraging, man. His morale is very, very, very low. So we don't have a leader in South Africa. We don't have a leader. It is so concerning because criminals are continuing to harm us, to hit us hard. What do we do, South Africa? Sorry, what do we do when we have a president who doesn't really care, who only cares about his business interests? And I can tell you now, you will be surprised, or you might be surprised when Cyril Ramaphosa announces tomorrow that he's suspending General Mkhwanazi for some stupid reasons. He might do that. Because why? They will try to silence this man so that he doesn't cause further damage. Now you ask yourself, are people immune to the reality or what is going on in our country? Are we really, really at that stage that we don't want to hear the truth? We don't want anything to do with the truth. As leaders of this country, if you are a leader, if you are running a country, you are a minister, you are a police, have we reached a point where corruption is the way to go? That we must be in cahoot with hardcore criminals and commit as many crimes as we can as a country. Sorry, and then now, when things are turning out like this, who do we blame? We still blame apartheid, we still blame white people, we still go to Orania, we still go to Kleinfontein and blame white people for our failures as black people. Black people are horrible, not all of them, but many are horrible with leadership. I believe my fellow black people, they can't lead this country. They are not capable to lead this country. Because if they were, our country could have been very much better. We've been addressing very, very serious issues. Illegal immigrants and all of that. Then the likes of Julius Malemas and all of those people. Black political parties. They stand in our way in resolving these issues. Yet they can't help us. I saw on a news article that EFF is planning to stop Starlink from operating in South Africa, say it's a security threat to our country. But this here, illegal immigrants like this, are not a threat to them. They are not a threat at all. They can't say nothing about illegal immigrants who are flocking into our country and abusing our state resources, our own resources that were actually intended for South African citizens. Healthcare system is collapsing, completely collapsing.
You will see. I don't have to make noise with you. You guys will fix them. You will fix them, my boys. You must take these women that you are eating here. You must take the South African women that you are eating here and their children. My boys, this is our country. This is our country. I don't kill people. Also my country. How many people, our brothers, you kill us soldiers? That's not all you guys will do about it. That's what you do.
You was a gangster.
You eat our money. You were voting for you. While you're complaining, while you are there complaining, that's all you can do. We will enforce the law. Yeah. Go work in the country. Go fix. Go fix the money. I'm not going to. This is my country. So you will see. You will see. You will see. You can make noise.
You are leaving. We are working. This is our work to fix our country. This is our work to fix our country. We are
Man, these are just patriotic citizens who have taken it upon themselves because they realize that politicians are too relaxed, politicians are too comfortable, they've got nothing and absolutely nothing for them. So as a citizen of this country, especially a black person, tell me, give me the reason why would you vote for the ANC if we are where we are because of the ANC? Why would you vote for the EFF? Because the same EFF is pushing for the illegal immigrants to come into our country illegally. They say they are African brothers and sisters. We must tolerate them. But the influx of people that are flocking into our country on a daily basis, it's scary. Ethiopians and Pakistan are actually trafficked into our country in trucks and stored somewhere. They are going to be used as laborers. So we must just worship the politicians and say, yeah, no, they are doing a good job. If you ask me now, someone who's doing a good job is Kenny Kunene from Patriotic Alliance. He's taking a lead. He's actually showing Dada Morero how to do his job. Dada Morero doesn't know how to do his job, by the way, unfortunately. He doesn't. He's very comfortable and if I have to tell you now, if we are really serious, we need to make Kenny Kunene the city of Johannesburg mayor before the local government elections. Because if we put him after, he will relax the same as Dada Morero. If we put him before, he will use that as a campaign trade to push this thing. So if we are serious, if these political parties are serious, put this man, because he seemed to be more active than the actual mayor. Put this man, so we can take him to the test. He needs to take South Africa into his confidence. Politicians hate to be outshined. I know the ANC is very much angry about what he's doing. And there's an EFF chap also, the MMC for Safety, that I saw. Shout out to EFF. I'm giving credits for them. You know, that man is working very hard. I will get his name, tirelessly so. He's doing a very, very good job. Look at what Kenny Kunene is doing.
Here we found that this building is, or the person that employs people here is a Chinese national. When we arrived, we found 3 Chinese, 2 males and females, no documentation, van. We took them to the back of the bakkie. They will be processed at the police station. But we also found illegal immigrants from Malawi, Mozambique, Zimbabwe. They are sleeping under these rubbles that you see here. They are covering themselves. We just found 2 others now, 4 others now, that were in a sewage, and they're also covered with this cloth. So it's really bad.
Illegal connections to the power grid were subsequently disconnected.
We also found that this building, the building in front, next door, and about 10 shops on the other street, they are all connected illegally to a substation. They have professionally put their own electrical board at the substation, connected it directly to the substation, and they are feeding all these buildings, all this precinct. We took out all these electrical power supplies. We've taken them out. Now, as we speak, we're waiting for the operators to go and switch off the substation so that we can take out that illegal box that they have connected.
The MMC of Human Settlements called for an intense investigation by Social Development after a mother with 6 children was found living in this building in a confined space, saying health and safety hazards were being bypassed.
So, if you ask me now, he deserves. He deserves. Let's wait for the president tomorrow to hear what he has to say, but I'm having none of him. I'm having none of him. I don't want to hear what he has to say. I'll just catch up because, you know, I'm subjected to this nonsense for as long as he's still a president. I don't even know if we say Cyril Ramaphosa must step down, who must step up? Who must step up? From which political party? If we say from the ANC, who in the ANC can be a president? You cannot tell me about his brother-in-law. You know, these people, they want to capture the state the same as Jacob Zuma, putting his daughters there, his son there, putting his family members, ex-wife there, and all of that. We are not going to have the Maumela and Ramaphosa state capture here. This is just disgusting. To have now, we have vendors now. It goes with vendors. Everything now goes to Nchabeni, Magwinya. They are there in the president. Ronald Lamola is there, Minister of Justice, International Relations, whatever. We don't want that nonsense. We know that as black people, we are suffering from tribalism. During the Jacob Zuma tenure, Zulus benefited a lot because everything was going to Natal. Now everything is going to Venda now. I'll just brutally say it because I know very few people can say it. I can say it because I can see it. And anyone who has got a different view, tell me, what do you see? We've got 2 Venda-speaking people in his presidency, the most trusted. We've got Ronald Lamola as the Minister of International Relations. We've got Patrice Motsepe, who has been earmarked to become president when Cyril Ramaphosa steps down. Patrice Motsepe wants to be president, but Fikile Mbalula doesn't want him to be president. But he can be president if Cyril Ramaphosa wants him to be president. Now we'll be subjected to capitalist billionaires who are triple BE beneficiaries in this country. They said Cyril Ramaphosa is a billionaire, things will be fine. Where are we now? What happened to the 500 billion that was stolen? COVID money. What happened to that money? Where is that money? To this day. What happened to the 150 million digital vibes money that was stolen by Dr. Zweli Mkhize and his friends? They took the money. They didn't steal it, but they took it. They took it. They had access to it. I'm sorry, you didn't steal it, Dr. Zweli. You just took the money and gave it to your affiliates. So this is what we are facing today as a country. And we're still having hopes. We still continue to pin our hopes on these useless leaders. Cyril Ramaphosa will never act on this issue of General Mkhwanazi. He will never act on this issue. He's a very passive man, spineless, useless. The next thing, Donald Trump will call him there to come and answer for this Mkhwanazi issue. Maybe he will answer there. But here in our country, he doesn't even account to us as citizens of this country. That's how useless our president is. But anyway, I can say we because South Africans did vote for this nonsense. The ANC, a rotten party that is caring less of its own people. It's anti-black, anti-South African, and only invites illegal immigrants to come and overcrowd us here in our country and continue to abuse our health facilities. They're taking pills from each and every hospital, clinic, everything. They're finishing all the medication, taking it to Zimbabwe. Taking it to Zimbabwe. And when patriotic South African stands up, people say, oh, you can't do this, and all of that. Yeah. Well, I don't know South Africa. Let's wait for the president tomorrow, but I expect nothing from that man. He's a broken man. I expect absolutely nothing. Zero. You will tell me. You will stand there and bluff and bluff. I'll see you next time. I sign out. Ciao.